Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Sirianatarot. This is going to be a singles new love reading for my dearest Virgos. Virgo, we're going to take a look at who's coming towards you in love, and if these messages resonate with you, I am going to ask that you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you're after a private reading, I do have those links down below as well. All right, my lovely Virgos, let's see who this person is. Okay, they're showing up as the Three of Swords. Okay, so we'll see what that means. If there's third-party involvement when you meet this person, or they're experiencing heartbreak. We see the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, they're viewing you as the Seven of Cups. And the relationship, we see the Ten of Swords. Okay, Virgo, what's going on here? And we see the Two of Wands. All right. So some of you, there could be some sort of painful ending here that brings you two together. I don't know if you meet, it kind of feels like you might meet this person at a time of loss for them. So I don't know if they're mourning the loss of a loved one, or they're going through some sort of nasty divorce, or they're just going through some sort of really painful cycle. Now, the Two of Wands is sometimes my twin flame card, but the Two of Wands here is telling me that you and this person, Virgo, are very compatible. You and this person get along really well. And some of you might meet somewhere out and about in the community, or maybe you're already friends with this person. Just one moment, I have to relight my candle. Okay, Virgo, so let's get back to this. So we see the Three of Swords. Why do we have this here for your person? All right, we see the Six of Swords showing up in reverse. All right, so somebody, I kind of feel, Virgo, this person may be a little bit stuck when you meet this person. They might be stuck in a painful cycle. They might still be mourning. It's like they're in the process of moving on here from something very painful. Again, it could just be a nasty divorce. It could be, a family issue. It could be, a loss. It could have something to do with work. I do feel like family is very important to this person. And we see the Three of Cups energy in reverse. Yeah, there's definitely some sort of third-party interference around this person, Virgo, when you meet them. And again, there might be gossip around them about what they've been through, about what they're going through. You might know that they have a really nasty ex, or they've got this divorce going on. Or that there might be fighting within their family, maybe possibly after, the death of a parent or a grandparent or something like that. How you're going to be feeling, you're going to feel a little bit conflicted here, Virgo, and I can certainly see why, right? I mean, because it's like it's less than ideal circumstances when you meet this person. So let's see what else we need to know about them. But I also feel like when they're with you, everything kind of goes away. I just saw 333, so pay attention to that number sequence. I feel like when they're with you, they forget about their problems, right? Like there's this lighthearted energy. They feel carefree. They feel like they don't have to think about those stresses. All right, that there's a lighthearted energy between the two of you. All right, this person may have strong earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. All right, you may be connecting with someone of another race, religion, or culture from your own. They could be retired. Now, on my channel, this means oftentimes somebody who may have had more than one career, and I always use the example, they may have been a teacher for 10 years and they switched to do something else. But it also can indicate that they are 65 plus, or they retired early. This person is enjoying their personal time. They have more flexibility in their schedule. They could be slightly older than you, Virgo. And we do see that they are wealthy. So maybe they did get, maybe they did get an inheritance, or they made a lot of money early on and retired early. Or they retired and they just have this Ten of Pentacles energy. It feels like they definitely are wealthy. They have a lot to offer. All right, let's see what else my Virgos need to know. Pay attention to the 10-10 sequence here. Not over you. Okay. So for some of my Virgos, it could be somebody that you already know and that you've already dealt with. But my intentions for these readings really are that it's somebody brand new. So I feel like this is somebody who knows Virgo off the bat, that like if you were to leave their life, like they would never be able to get over you. All right. In their 20s. Now that's a really specific message. So for some of you, maybe this person is in their 20s, but I don't really think so. I kind of feel like some of you, maybe you dealt with this person when they were in their 20s and maybe a lot of time has gone by. And yeah, and maybe, okay, that makes more sense because my guide said pull another card for in their 20s. They love to experiment. So they might have done a lot of experimentation, whether, that can mean a whole lot of different things. Use your imagination here. But they may have done a lot of experimenting in their 20s, okay? Yeah, this person's definitely a heartbreaker. All right, what else do my Virgos need to know about this person? All right, what else do my Virgos need to know about this person? All right, they may have or had a career in hospitality or in travel, hotel, restaurant, entertainer, customer service rep, or a subset of one of these. Yeah, see, family is really important to this person. I feel like they're either looking to family or they come from a large family. They might also be experiencing that loss or this difficulty in a family situation. All right, but despite all of that, Virgo, this person is emotionally available. They're open, they're honest, and they're ready for love. All right, yep, look at that. Look what just came flying out. They have lost a loved one within the last year. That's how you're going to know who this person is. All right. They grew up in a better than average household. So this person may have also received an inheritance there from that loss. Could be a parent or a grandparent. They've lived in more than one country, so maybe when they were younger, they did a lot of experimenting, they did some backpacking, they did some traveling. All right, and this person may have lighter skin here, Virgo. All right, with the 7 of Cups here, this person sees you as maybe a little bit hard to read. They may also always see you when you have people around you. So like they have a hard time like getting to know you or getting you on your own. All right. They might see you as somebody who has a lot of options available to them. And I also see with the 7 of Cups, I mean, it certainly could be a connection that starts off online or through dating apps. Okay. The King of Cups in reverse. This person might feel like, Virgo, that you don't want to give emotionally to this connection, or you're not emotionally available. And you were coming off as a bit conflicted, and I can see why, because it feels like they've got a lot going on here behind the scenes. And, if this is a new person, you're like, ooh, is that like what I really want to get involved with, right? And we see the 9 of Cups. So this person may feel initially like you're just around for a good time, not a long time, that you're not emotionally available. You may feel that way as well. You might be like, I'll go on a date with this person. They're cute, they're attractive, what have you. But I think they ultimately see you as their wish fulfillment here, Virgo. But they definitely are questioning whether or not you're looking for something long term. How are you going to be feeling? 4 of Wands in reverse. You're not so sure. You're not so sure that this is going to lead to some sort of stable connection. Interesting. So my Virgos, you definitely are going to be cautious here with this person. And, there's nothing wrong with that. Make sure you're on the same page. Make sure that, this is someone you really do want to invest in. All right. What else do we need to know about? What else do they really admire about my Virgos? They see you as a guide, okay? They see you as a spiritual guide. They see you as very wise. And they also see you as the Avenger archetype, which I do really like because it says that you have the desire to balance the scales of justice and that you're righteous on behalf of society and oneself. So you like things to be fair and balanced. And I definitely could see that there with Virgo energy. And especially those of you who might be Virgo, Libra cusps. So the 10 of Swords, again, I feel like there's some sort of tragedy or there's some sort of painful painful energy here around the connection when you two meet. Some of you, it could be a reconciliation, but not for all of you, okay? Yeah, so there's some healing. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. And I feel like this is the hesitation that my Virgos are feeling. You might feel like, whoa, this person is just very recently divorced, or this person has gone through something kind of traumatic, or they've experienced this great loss. I don't know if this is the right time to get invested. But you are protected, you're safe, and you're divinely guided, okay? And don't dismiss the red flags. Yeah. So Virgo, it is important that you do kind of suss this person out and suss out the situation if it's someone or something that you do really want to get involved with. Because it feels like this person's family is really important to them. And again, you know, if you end up marrying this person down the line, you know, you may marry into that family. And I kind of feel like, I don't know, like I feel like there's something there with this person's family that needs to be, you know, you need to take into account. All right, so there's a time apart or a time of separation. All right, so Spirit saying take a courageous leap into the unknown. So you might just take some time, you know, to figure out whether or not this person is right for you. If this is a situation you want to, you know, you want to get involved in. Some of you, again, you are in separation from this person and they're coming back around. Again, you would already know that. Like I'm describing someone from your past to a T, right? And marriage. But some of you will end up in a higher level of commitment with this person if you choose to move forward. Okay? So Virgos, let's see if we get any important dates or times here for this person or this connection. November, okay. Scorpio, Sagittarius energy. And we see in the coming years. So it does feel like it's meant to be something long-term for a lot of my Virgos. All right, so I'm going to leave it here, Virgo. I do hope these messages help. Sending you love and light. Take care.